asked in my stories yesterday whether I should do some physical yoga or a guided meditation today, and the votes skewed toward guided meditation. So I would love for you to be in a comfortable position if you're able to do so right now and want to follow along for just a few minutes, a pause in your day, a break. I talk a lot about the power of mindfulness. It's because I really believe in it, and I'm not the only one. Science is backing me up here, right? Doing these mindfulness practices, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it is, can have huge impacts positively on your mental health and your physical health. And for me, is a huge part of living more consciously and connected so I can do all of the things I want to do, like keep myself healthy and care for the planet and all those things. So it's all directly connected for me. So if you want to join along here, we're going to do a grounding practice, a seated, wherever you are, if it's safe for you to do so, to get into a comfortable position that you can sit in for a few minutes. This grounding practices can be good if you're feeling anxious or overwhelmed, or maybe it's helpful before bed to kind of decompress from the day, or maybe before a big event. There are lots of times where some sort of practice to ground you and to make you feel like you are able to kind of move forward. This is a good practice. If it feels safe for you to do so, go ahead and close your eyes. You don't have to. And just start to move your upper body. I know this is a seated meditation, but we're just going to make sure our bodies are not being held like this while we are trying to do this, right? So just kind of check in with your shoulders, your neck, even your arms and your wrists. Are you furrowing your brow? Can you release the muscles in your face? Are you holding your tongue to the roof of your mouth? Can you release that? Anything like that, let all that shit go. We don't need that worry right now. Just allow this to be a few minutes where you pause and you focus on yourself and you don't feel bad about it. So again, your eyes are closed if that feels good for you. If not, it's okay. And start to become aware of your breath, not judging it, not changing it, just becoming aware of it. Every inhale and every exhale, just paying a little bit closer attention than you have been the rest of the day. If it feels good to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, I invite you to try that. Imagine that as every breath out you breathe, your body relaxes a little bit more. You let go a little bit more. You allow yourself to be supported by the ground underneath you a little bit more. Next time you breathe out, make that exhale a little bit longer. Really getting all the air out of your belly before you breathe in again. And just keep that nice, easy breath going as we continue on. If you are breathing in a way that's starting to make you feel anxious or short of breath, return to whatever feels comfortable. But if you can breathe with some of those nice elongated exhales, continue to do that. Now, every time you exhale, let's add, if you want to say it in your head or repeat after me, whatever feels good for you, every time you exhale, saying, I am supported. I am supported. And finish your breath. There's something quite powerful about hearing our own voice say these words to our own nervous system. Continue on with that for a few breaths. With your eyes still closed, if that feels good to you, I want you to imagine that the support is going directly into the ground, that support is coming directly from the earth. I want you to imagine that your body has roots, just like a tree, your favorite tree. Whatever those roots look like, are coming down through you and intertwining with the roots and everything in the soil and the earth, because you are so supported and so connected to the things around you. Imagine that and let it feel comforting. Allow it to help you feel safe. Allow it to make you feel supported. Imagining your body and your mind feeling stronger and stronger the deeper those roots go. Become aware of all of the points of your body that are in contact with the floor or the couch or the chair or whatever you are seated on. All of those spots where you can feel that connection, where those roots will be burrowing down into the soil, into the earth. Allow the edges of your mouth to curl up into a smile because of how good it feels to be this supported and this held. Smiling because you know you created this feeling. You created that sense of safety and that good feeling of connection. You were able to tap into that. You were able to find that. That's pretty freaking amazing. In a world that tells us to not listen to those things, here you are, feeling your roots, seeing how deep they go into the soil, into the earth, acutely aware of how supported you are by the ground underneath you and the earth underneath that. Connected to your breath, your life force. And if your mind starts to wander when you do meditations or anything like this, that's okay. It's normal in a world where we are so overwhelmed by things coming at us all the time that it is a practice. That's why we practice, to be able to turn some of those things off. It is showing up like this even for a few minutes every day that can help you do that. So don't judge those thoughts when you start thinking about the things you have to do after this or what you're going to make for dinner or whatever it is. Just allow them to pass by. If visuals are helpful for you, you can imagine those thoughts going by on clouds, floating down a river, whatever it is. It's not that you're ignoring them. It's not that the things coming to your mind aren't valid. You just don't need them right at this moment. Let your body just feel so good and yummy, knowing how supported it is. We move differently when we know we have support of people in our lives, of the earth, whatever it is. When we feel like we have a community behind us, we move differently in the world. When we support ourselves wholly, when we have a community, when we have a connection to the earth, ooh, you can't be stopped. Come back into your body, maybe a little bit of movements, letting your breath return to whatever its normal state is, opening your eyes if you haven't already, looking around you, stretching, seeing how the room or the space you're in looks different to you after pausing, checking in with your body and your mind, reminding yourself how you can feel after doing a practice like this so you can keep coming back to it. And if the message isn't clear, I love this stuff because it has helped me heal through anxiety and depression and some really hard trauma. And not only that, but it allows me to do all the things I want to do in my life, which is a lot. And that's why I like sharing these mindfulness practices, because no matter what you're doing, what your profession is, where you're going in life, if you're going to be vegan and eco-friendly or work with me or whatever it is, these practices will help you no matter what. Finding the practices that work for you is even better because everyone's different. I created this Get More Mindful bundle. It's got 6 yoga videos, 6 guided meditations like this, and then a bunch of other bonus resources that can just be helpful in keeping track of, maybe you want to have a mindful morning routine. There's a resource for that. Helping you keep track of being mindful every day. There's a tracker for that. So it's just some really cool things where you get to explore and see what kind of mindfulness practices make sense for you. And once you find that, you'll know the ones that just like feel so good for yourself. And it is truly a game changer. So if you don't believe me, just try it. Prove me wrong. See what these practices can do for you. And if you need help or have questions about them, I'm always here. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day and you can walk through the day feeling like you are rooted into the earth and you've got a bunch of people on your side. I'm on your side. So have a beautiful day.